Once upon a time, in a kingdom far away, there lived a lovely little girl who smiled throughout the day. Her name was Cinderella, and there was no child more joyful in the land. But then one day her mother died, and Cinderella's father took her hand. "We will plant a tree," he said, "and when you're full of doubt and fear, bring your troubled heart beneath this tree, and Mother will be here." Several years had come and gone when Cinderella's father died. The broken-hearted child ran to her mother's tree and cried and cried. Her tears fell down upon the earth and made the tree to grow. And to this day, when she is sad, both tree and mother know. Now you can go wherever you want to go. Now you can do whatever you want to do. Now you can be whatever you want to be.
Come on, girls. So, Grace, the butcher was surely chatting with you today.
He had pork on soup.
Work is an ominous pigeon. The butcher's wife never goes hungry.
I'd rather starve.
That'll be the day. Ah, will you just look at that hat? I simply must try it on. Oh, where could that girl be? How long can it take to wrap a salmon? Cinderella! Wait over there while we finish our shopping. Yes, stepmother.
Have you ever seen a slower girl in your life?
Who you calling slow?
Not you, stupid. Her.
Who you calling stupid?
The sweetest sound I'll ever hear is still inside my head. The kindest words I'll ever know are waiting to be said. The most entrancing sight of all is yet for me to see, and the dearest love in all the world is waiting somewhere for me. Is waiting somewhere for me.
The sweetest sounds I'll ever hear are still inside my head. The kindest words I'll ever know are waiting to be said. The most entrancing sight of all is yet for me to see, and the dearest love in all the world is waiting
gave you the hairy eyeball.
He's too short.
What he lacks for in height, he makes up for in cash.
But you always said no girl should marry for money.
I said, for money only. Anyway, that was when you were younger, dear.
The sweetest sounds I'll ever hear are still inside my head.
The
The
kindest
kindest
words
words I'll ever know are waiting to be said.
The most entrancing sight of all is
Is
yet
yet for me to see.
and the dearest
dearest
love in all the world is waiting somewhere for me.
Waiting somewhere.
It's waiting somewhere,
Waiting somewhere.
somewhere for me.
Somewhere for me. Waiting somewhere.
Are you all right? Excuse me, miss. Please forgive me.
I do. I mean,
What's your name?
what's yours?
You know, I think names are overrated. I mean, what's in a name?
Exactly.
Well, it was nice bumping into you.
You're very kind.
Everyone deserves to be treated with kindness and respect.
Gangway coming through, royal business. Look lively, move it or lose it. Hear ye, hear ye. A royal proclamation, hear ye all. This will be of special importance to ye. The prince is giving a ball. The prince is giving a ball. His Royal Highness Christopher Rupert, Windermere, Vladimir, Carl Alexander, Francois Reginald, Lancelot Herman Gregory James is giving a ball.
Let me see one of those.
Well, imagine running into you here.
You're not going to tell my mom, are you?
You know I've got your back, Your Highness. Read it and leave.
Every eligible young maiden in the kingdom hereby commanded to attend for the introduction to the prince. Lionel, what's this all about?
Do I look like the social director?
Of course, I should have known. This has my mother written all over it. She's giving a ball. Giving a ball.
His Royal Highness Christopher Rupert, son of Her Majesty Queen Constantina, Charlotte Ermentrude, Guinevere, Maisie, Margaret Ann is giving a ball.
Ah, the royal steward! What news does he bring?
His friend and news from far and wide.
The prince is giving a ball!
They say he wants to find a bride.
He may find one at the ball. If only he'd propose to me.
Why shouldn't he propose to me?
Just leave the hair close to me.
The prince is giving a ball.
Cinderella, get those packages at home and the salmon ice before it stinks.
Yes, stepmother.
Now, if you please, Your Majesties, request your finest silk and lace as white as milk. And surely I'll need a side of ham and lots of beef fillets. And feel you raise to praise. Limburger cheese and gourmandise. Chunks of Swiss and barrels, please make sure that it's holy too. Pudding and pie and rum souffle, succulent chocolate brownies. to gain some royal vows.
The prince is giving a ball.
The prince is giving a ball. Cinderella the tea, Cinderella the door. How
walk all over me. I'm as mild and as meek as a mouse. No offense. When I hear a command, I obey. But I know of a spot in my house where no one can stand in my way. In my own little corner, in my own little chair, I can be whatever I want to be. On the wing of my fancy, I can fly anywhere, and the world will open its arms to me. I'm a young Norwegian princess or a milkmaid. I'm the greatest prima donna in Milan. I'm an heiress who has always had her silk made by her own flock of silkworms in Japan. I'm a girl that goes mad for love's a game I can play with a cool and confident kind of air. Just as long as I stay in my own little corner, all alone in my own little chair. I can be whatever I want to be. I'm a thief in Calcutta. I'm a queen in Peru. I'm a mermaid dancing upon the sea. I'm a huntress on an African safari. It's a dangerous type of sport, and yet it's fun. In the night, I sally forth to seek my glory, and I find I forgot to bring my gun. I am lost in the jungle all alone and unarmed when I meet a lioness in her lair. Then I'm glad to be back in my own little corner, all alone in my own little chair. Oh, what? You want me to read it to you? Okay. Every eligible young maiden is hereby commanded to attend the ball for introduction to the prince. What? Every eligible young maiden. That means me. I'm going to the ball. I'm in the royal palace of all places. I am chatting with the prince and king and queen. And the look upon my two stepsisters' faces is a strange sort of sour apple green. No, but I don't have anything to wear. What? Oh, of course! Mother's dress from the night she met Father. He said she was the most beautiful girl he'd ever seen. I'll have to take the hem up a bit. Maybe a blue sash? Oh, it's perfect. Oh, how can I wait a whole week? I'm the happy, why doesn't he get married?
If he's happy, why should he get married? Oh, it's no use trying to get these buttoned. They always have to do as is.
Don't be ridiculous. You look like 2 pounds of flour in a 5-pound sack. The royal tailor will have to make you a new suit.
But the suit's in perfect shape.
No one is questioning the condition the suit is in, darling.
Mother, what is the meaning of this?
Doesn't anyone in this house knock?
Oh, we were just talking about you.
Your mother was talking. I was listening.
And where have you been in that costume?
Why wasn't I consulted about this ball that I'm supposedly giving?
Oh, you found out. It was supposed to be a surprise birthday party. Well, surprise.
It is 3 months until my birthday, and since when does my birthday party require the attendance of every eligible young maiden in the kingdom?
What? Let me. Well, you know those royal printers. They can never get anything right.
Mom, I want this ball cut off immediately.
But, darling, it's impossible to cancel once you've got the ball rolling.
Well, you can just knock me out.
Your Highness. Listen, Chris. We don't want to pressure you, but you do have certain obligations.
Your father's right. It's time for you to choose a bride and produce an heir. After all, this kingdom will someday soon be yours.
Not that soon.
I long to hear the pitter-patter of little feet on the marble again.
Look, all I'm asking is to find a bride for myself in my own time. I guess I have this old-fashioned idea that I want to fall in love before I get married, like you did.
That's what we want for you, too.
Of course. Now that we have that settled, I have made a short guest list for your approval.
You haven't heard a word I've said.
Close friends and family, darling, terribly intimate.
Your Majesties, Your Highness, I couldn't help but overhearing, and I probably shouldn't interfere.
Probably.
But perhaps we could come to a royal compromise?
Compromise.
What do you think this is? A democracy?
What sort of compromise, Lionel?
Let's say we suck it up and go along with this ball.
I'm loving this idea so far.
And if you find the girl of your dreams at the ball, then great. But if he doesn't,
Lionel, you're brilliant. Okay, I'll do it. But if I don't meet the girl of my dreams at the ball, I get to fall in love in my own time, no matter how long it takes.
But-
And with no interference. Dad?
Well, it does have a certain logic to it.
Of course, darling. If that's the way you want it, that's the way it shall be.
Thank you both.
don't worry, Your Majesties. He'll find the right one at the ball. I can just feel it in my bones.
You'll feel it in your bones if he does not.
I hear that.
Max, suppose he doesn't find the right girl at the ball. What then?
Then I'll find her somewhere else. Isn't that the way it always happens?
Boys and girls like you and me walk beneath the skies. They love just as we love, with the same dream in their eyes. Songs and kings and many things have their day and are gone. Marching forward two by two, boys and girls like you and me walk beneath the skies. They love just as we love, with the same dream in their eyes. Songs and kings and many things have their
So, tell me, why did you leave again this morning after I begged you?
I've had a remarkable day. No one treated me like a prince. I was just a normal person.
You know what? A normal person? Not all they're cracked up to be. I'm a normal person. Doesn't that tell you anything? They're all out there wishing that they could be you.
Because they don't know what it's like.
Look, you're rich, you live in a gorgeous palace, and you have every woman in the kingdom throwing herself at you. Is there something that I'm missing?
I have no life of my own. Everything gets decided for me. I mean, you should know that better than anyone. You're always hanging over me like a cloud, watching everything I do, everywhere I go. I mean, get a life.
I have one. And I'm your royal steward, and I'm telling you that this disappearing act has got to stop. It's too dangerous.
I was careful.
Not for you, for me. I can't keep lying to your mother about where you've been. They've got laws against that, you know.
The most entrancing sight of all is yet for me to see, and the dearest love in all the world is waiting somewhere for me, is waiting somewhere.
Girls will be the envy of everyone at the ball.
Do you really think so, Mother?
She said so, didn't she?
Why, our family has always been known for its fascinating women. I might have married a prince myself if I'd had the advantages you've had, if I'd had someone to sacrifice everything for me. So, Grace, what do you plan on saying when you meet the prince?
Well, you said to show him there's more to me than mere beauty, so I'm gonna recite a poem.
Poetry? Boring.
It's not.
It's so.
Not.
Girls, don't start. Can you just come in? God. For heaven's sake, Grace, stop scratching yourself.
I can't help it. You know I get itchy when I'm nervous.
Poppycock. So, Joy, what do you plan on saying when you meet the prince?
I've been cultivating my naturally infectious laughter.
As if.
The prince's every witty remark will be met with peals of delighted laughter.
Joy, I beg of you, do not laugh like that. Remember, a clever bride hides her flaws.
Until after the wedding.
Good. So, what do you think? Think of what, Cinderella?
My dress for the ball?
The ball? You?
What's so funny? Every eligible girl is commanded to attend.
I'll do the commanding around here. So, Lady Cinderella, what do you plan on saying to capture the prince?
I won't try to capture him. I'll get to know him. Ask him about himself.
Fascinating. You take my advice, which I give to you with all my heart, know your place, and be satisfied with it. And your place is here.
You were gonna go to the royal palace in that funky old thing?
Now that's funny. Girls, there's no need to be mean. Cinderella, your dress is sweet. It becomes you. Well, cheap cloth, Cinderella, like what you're cut from.
This was my mother's dress and it's beautiful.
Your mother was common, so is that dress, and so are you.
If my father were alive.
But he's not, is he?
I have as much right to go to the ball as they do.
Right? You have a right. When your father died, everyone said to throw you out into the street. After all, she's not your daughter. But no, I've kept you along all these years at the sacrifice of my own daughters, and this is the thanks I get.
Have you ever seen a more ungrateful child in your life?
Who you call an ungrateful?
Sister,
Girls,
you are working my last good nerve.
I do not need you getting upset. Grace, be a swan. Joy, shoulders back and live up to your name. Ah, there's the coach. This is our last chance. Remember, we striped
Above all else.
Off to the palace and make it snappy.
I am standing by His Highness of all places, and we face the crowd magnificently clothed. I'm the envy of 1,000 staring faces who have just heard that I am His betrothed. I'm the belle of the ball in my own little corner, all Oh, Mother, I don't know what to do. I try so hard to win their affection, but nothing I do is right. Why do they hate me so much? What's wrong with me? Oh, I wish I could go to the ball more than anything in the world I do. I wish it with all my heart.
I would like more applause, please. Thank you. That feels adequate.
Who are you?
I'm your fairy godmother.
You?
You got a problem with that?
Well, no, it's just, well, I always thought that, well,
Let me guess. Tutu and wings?
sort of.
Been there, done that.
May I ask you something?
Within reason.
Why have you come here today? Is it because you heard my wish?
Wishes? Falderall and fiddle-dee-dee, fiddly-faddly faddle. All the wishes in the world are poppycock and twaddle.
You can't possibly believe that all wishes are poppycock?
Why shouldn't I?
Well, whenever I've dreamed of having a fairy godmother,
Dreams? Falderall and fiddle-dee-dee, fiddly-faddly poodle. All the dreamers in the world are dizzy in the noodle.
so my wishes are poppycock, and I'm crazy for dreaming. With a fairy godmother like that, who needs a stepmother?
You know what her problem is? She can't handle how fabulous you are.
Fabulous? Me?
And those girls of hers can't hold a candle to you, and they all know it. Jealousy. That's why they treat you as they do.
But they're my family. They're all I have left.
Believe me, Ella, when your dad remarried, this is not what he had in mind for you.
You talk as if you knew him.
There we go. Sorry, Mike, screenshot. You guys are good.
You talk as if you knew him.
I did know him.
And my mother?
Very well.
Was she... My mother, I mean. Was she beautiful?
Well, people did seem to think so, but your mom never put much stock in beauty. The way you look isn't really something you can control, is it?
I wish I'd known her.
I'm sorry. So does she, Ella.
I wish with all my heart.
Wishes again. Look, it's true that everything starts with a wish, but it's what you do with that wish that counts.
So, my wish to go to the ball?
Falderall and fiddle-dee-dee, how would you get there? I suppose that a pumpkin would turn into a magic carriage?
Well, no.
And I suppose that mice would turn into horses to pull your magic carriage?
Of course not. That's impossible.
If you say so. Impossible for a plain yellow pumpkin to become a golden carriage. Impossible for a plain country bumpkin and a prince to join in marriage. And 4 white mice will never be 4 white horses. Such folderol and fiddle-dee-dee, of course, is impossible. But the world is full of zanies and fools who don't believe in sensible rules and won't believe what sensible people say. And because these deaf and dewy-eyed dopes keep building up impossible hopes, impossible things are happening every day. Impossible.
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 Well, if impossible things are happening every day, then why not my impossible wish? I wish to go to the ball more than anything in the world. I wish it with all my heart. I wish that all the kind hearts in the world would put their heads together.
The kind hearts would put their heads together.
Well, you know what I mean. I just want everyone to hear my wish and know that I'm willing to do whatever it takes to make it come true.
Impossible for a plain yellow pumpkin to become a golden carriage. Impossible.
But wait.
For a plain country bumpkin and a prince to join in marriage. And 4 white mice will never be 4 white horses.
Why not?
Such folderol and fiddle-dee-dee, of course, is impossible.
But the world is full of zanies and fools.
Impossible.
Who don't believe in sensible rules.
Impossible.
And won't believe what sensible people say. And because these daft and dewy-eyed jokes keep building up impossible hopes, impossible things are happening every... You know what? If I wanted to go to that ball badly enough, nothing could stop me.
You know what? You're right.
There are bound to be carriages going by. I can catch a ride with one of those.
Of course you can.
And I can fix that dress and nothing flat. Thank you.
Cinderella, now that you're ready to take responsibility for your own destiny, okay, now, about that dress. Mother.
But I'm afraid
Of what?
that I won't fit in with the other girls.
I was never big on fitting in. I always preferred to stand out.
But nothing in my life has prepared me for a night like this.
And yet, look around, Cinderella. Everything in your life has prepared you for this moment. Now get in there and do something with it.
Thank you.
Cinderella, wait! Just one more thing. Super important. Be sure to leave the palace by midnight.
By midnight? But all the girls get to stay out late tonight.
Not you.
But I don't
No more buts. Just be sure to leave before midnight.
Okay, I promise.
Cinderella, you're as beautiful tonight as your mother ever was.
Impossible things are happening every day.
It looks like Chris having a worse time than I am. And if he doesn't,
Pardon me, your stewardship, but I'm sure you've noticed my two beautiful daughters.
Please, madam, His Royal Highness will dance with all the young ladies in due course.
Naturally, every mother is eager that her daughters should dance with a prince. What I would like to know is, who has the honor of dancing with his steward?
Stewards don't dance.
Now, there's no need to be coy. There's a look in your eye that says...
Please don't touch.
Let's not pretend, Lionel. I can sense a certain something between us.
I wish there was something between us. A continent.
Have you missed something? What's so funny?
Your Highness is so witty.
How would you know? I didn't even say anything yet.
So tell me, Lionel, when a girl marries a prince, she becomes a royal princess?
Yup.
Which would make her mother a royal...
Pain in the neck.
Good evening.
Hi there. Ships that pass in the night speak to each other in passing on the ocean of life.
Excuse me?
That's poetry.
Oh, do you have a rash?
Why would you ask that?
Because you're scratching yourself.
Ships that pass in the night, that's like you and me.
Is it?
On the ocean of life. That's like, you know, water.
Thank you, miss, for the distinct pleasure of your company. How much more of this are you going to put me through?
My darling, it's the shank of the evening.
So, you ready for the next round?
I suppose so. The sooner I can get through them all, the sooner I can get out of here.
that's the spirit.
I wake in the loneliness of sunrise, when the deep purple heaven turns blue, and start to pray as I pray each day that I'll hear some word from you. I lie in the loneliness of evening, looking out on a silver flake sea, and ask the moon, oh how soon will my love appear to me? Will my love appear? May I have this dance?
I'd be delighted, Your Highness.
Well, things are looking up.
Lionel, who is that captivating creature?
I don't know, but she sure does look fine.
Shall we join them, Your Majesty?
I'd be honored, Your Majesty.
Have we met?
I don't think so.
You're certain?
I think I'd remember meeting a prince.
Yeah, I guess so. Have you ever met someone in felt as if you'd known them forever?
Not until tonight.
Ago I saw you. I looked up when you came through the door. My head started reeling, you gave me the feeling. The room had no ceiling or floor. 10 minutes ago I met you, and we murmured our how do you do's. I wanted to ring out the bells and fling out my arms and to sing out the news. I have found her, she's an angel with the dust of the stars in her eyes. We are dancing, we are flying, and she's taking me back to the skies. In the arms of my love I'm flying over mountain and meadow and glen. And I like it so well that for all I can tell, I may never come down again. I may never come down to earth again.
May I?
Dad? Mom?
Darling, who is that enchanted girl?
That's what I was trying to figure out when we were so rudely interrupted.
It doesn't matter. You said you wouldn't find the one you were looking for tonight.
Maybe I was wrong.
But more importantly,
I have found her, she's an angel with the dust of the stars in her eyes. We are dancing, we are flying, and she's taking me back to the skies.
I don't believe we met before. Do we know your parents?
I don't believe so.
Well, you much introduce us.
Well, my mother, well, she... And my father, he, Would you excuse me, Your Highness?
Of course, my dear.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
I couldn't help but notice that lovely girl you were dancing with.
That's my mother.
Not her, I mean the one who's leaving.
Leaving. Will you excuse me? You're not leaving yet already, are you?
Well,
Look, I don't know what my dad said to you.
no. Your father was wonderful.
Then please, stay for just one more dance. I know we just met and all this is crazy, but how do you think it's going?
Okay.
Barton.
Do you know where that is for us?
Okay.
Do we do the fancy spirit? No one said anything.
question?
Within reason.
What brought you here tonight?
Well, it's sort of a funny story. My family doesn't know that I'm here. In fact, they didn't even want me to come.
Can we start that again? This last one. Can you go back? So as soon as they start talking, this underscore, all of it is in that 26. So this is all underneath their guideline. Starting in measure 26. We haven't done this yet. So 15 is going to end probably 9 hours early. It might end somewhere near 2:47. Maybe 2:47. Let me think about that later. So let's start at 26. We're going to have this in big numbers, 15A, and then 26. Okay.
May I ask a question?
Within reason.
What brought you here tonight?
Well, it's sort of a funny story. My family doesn't know I'm here. In fact, they didn't even want me to come.
Well, I'm glad you came. The truth is, I almost didn't come myself.
How could a prince not attend his own ball?
Don't you think it's all a bit medieval? I mean, it's no secret my folks were anxious to marry me off, being the heir to the throne and all. It just makes me feel like some type of a prize bull.
Every eligible young maiden in the kingdom vying to be your devoted servant forever and ever?
Servants I've got. What I need is someone I can really talk to.
It's beautiful in here.
Yes, it is. You're not like most girls, are you?
Not like the girls you meet, I suppose.
Actually, I don't meet that many girls. I lead a pretty sheltered life.
So do I.
Really? Every day, same old, same old?
Having no life of your own.
The same silly arguments?
Until you just want to run away and
Never come back? It looks like we have a lot in common.
I don't know about that. I mean, you don't really know me.
But I'd like to. And I want you to know me too. Look, I know this is crazy and all, assuming how we just met, but would you like to see the rest of the throne room?
Only a glance. Could you hear what they were saying?
Only a word or two.
She must be a princess or something.
His Highness sure seemed to go for her.
Well, there's just no accounting for taste. Why would a fellow want a girl like her, a lanky beauty? Why can't a fellow ever once prefer a lanky girl like me?
She's a frothy little bubble with a flimsy kind of charm, and with very little trouble, I could break her little heart.
Oh, why would a fellow want a girl like her? So obviously unusual. Why can't a fellow ever once prefer a usual girl like me? Her cheeks are a pretty shade of pink,
But not any pinker than a rose's.
her skin may be delicate and soft,
But not any softer than a dose's.
her neck is no wider than a swan's.
She's only as dainty as a daisy.
She's only as graceful as a bird. So why is a fella going crazy? Why would a fella want a girl like her? A girl who's merely lovely. Why can't a fellow ever once prefer a girl who's merely me?
She's a frothy little bubble with a frilly sort of air.
And with very little trouble, I could pull out all her hair. Oh, why would a fellow want a girl like her? A girl who's merely lovely. Why can't a fellow ever once prefer a girl who's merely me?
What's the matter with the man?
What's the matter with the man? What's the matter with the man?
So even when it's just the three of us, we eat every meal at a table that seats 42 people. It's insane.
I must say, you do lead an interesting life.
It's gotten a lot more interesting tonight. Isn't it crazy how a stranger can walk down a flight of stairs and suddenly your life will never be the same?
Do you believe in guardian angels?
Guardian angels.
You know, someone who kind of watches over things, helping them along? Maybe someone from your past who you thought went away, but who never really left at all. Do you believe in such things?
Does that explain why you're the most enchanting sight I'll ever see? Why your voice is the sweetest sound I'll ever hear? Does that explain why I think I've fallen in love with you?
I love you because you're beautiful? Or are you beautiful because I love you? Am I making believe I see in you a girl too lovely to be really true? Do I want you because you're wonderful? Or are you wonderful because I want you? Are you the sweet invention of a lover's dream? Or are you really as wonderful as you seem? I guess it's not a really good sign when you tell someone you love them and they don't say it back.
It's just, I'm afraid that if I speak, I'll wake up. Am I making believe I see in you a man too perfect to be really true? Do I want you because you're wonderful? Or are you wonderful because I want you? Are you the sweet invention of a lover's dream?
Or are you really as wonderful as you seem?
Are you really as wonderful
As you...
Oh no!
Wait, please don't go.
Aha, I've been here all along. What happened, Chris?
What did you say to her, darling?
I don't know. We were in the throne room and
What's that?
an evening slipper made of glass. She must have lost it when she ran out. We've got to find her.
What's her name?
I don't know.
Where did she live?
I don't know.
Well, you certainly didn't get to know her very well.
I felt as if I know her the moment we met.
But you barely know anything about her.
I know that she's different than any other girl in the world. All my life, I've been searching for something. I didn't know exactly what, but I found it tonight in her.
How can you be so sure?
Do I love you because you're beautiful?
Or is she beautiful because you love her?
Am I making believe I see in you a girl too lovely to be really true? Do I want you because you're wonderful?
Or is she wonderful because you want her?
I can't lose her. Not now.
Don't worry, son. She's out there somewhere.
Lionel, have the stable master prepare the coach. We'll leave at dawn.
Consider it done, Your Highness. Chris, we'll find her.
see in you a girl too perfect to be really true. Do I want you because you're wonderful, or are you wonderful because I want you? Are you the sweet reflection of the lover's dream, or are you really as wonderful as you seem?
Got it? But when the king got up and led the orchestra with a loaf of French bread, will laugh, I thought I'd die.
Seriously, the best night of my life.
Your life?
Did you get to dance with the prince?
I only danced with him for an hour or so.
An hour?
Why, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. Only if you did.
Sounds almost too good to be true. Did you know everyone there? Everyone who's anyone.
Except for some princess something or other who arrived late and left early.
A princess? Did she dance with the prince? I didn't notice. Do you think he liked her?
What's with all the questions?
Really, I feel positively interrogated.
I'm sorry. I'm just trying to imagine what it must have been like.
When the singers come in, it's 7, so it's just gonna be this, and I'm just gonna let you go.
When you're driving through the moonlight on the highway, when you're driving through the moonlight to the dance, you are breathless with the wild anticipation of adventure and excitement and romance. Then at last you see the towers of the palace, silhouetted on the sky above the park, and below them is a row of lighted windows, like a lovely diamond necklace in the dark. It looks that way, the way you say. She talks as if she knows. I do not know, these things are so. I only just suppose. I suppose that when you go into the ballroom and the room itself is floating in the air, when you're suddenly confronted by His Highness, you are frozen like a statue on the stair. You're afraid you'll hear the way your heart is beating, and you know you mustn't make the first advance. You are seriously thinking of retreating. Then you seem to hear Him asking you to dance. He is tall, and His head, His eyes, He can turn a girl to gravy. And when you waltz, He whirls you around so that your feet never touch the floor. He dances so marvelously. A lovely night, a finer night you know you'll never see. You meet your prince, a charming prince, as charming as a prince will ever be. The stars in hazy heaven tremble above you, while He is whispering, "Darling, I love you." You say goodbye, away you fly, but on your lips you keep a kiss. All your life you dream of this lovely, lovely come true. You are a little fool, Cinderella, and I do not suffer fools gladly.
The stars in a hazy heaven trembled above me, danced when he promised always to love me. The day came through. Away I flew, but on my lips he left a kiss. All my life I'll dream of this lovely night.
We need a blackout.
Hey, Lionel, over there.
Her foot is too small.
Too small? What about this person up here?
Too big.
Too big? What about right up here?
Sir, this is a gentleman.
I'm talking about the maiden.
No.
Alright, come back.
Give that. You get.
During the blackout, what you will do is have that bucket in your lap, so you can tell right here.
Bucket? That lines up with that. Where's my chest?
Here we go. Ready to go. See, we'll set it.
Dr. Fieldbright, the pharmacist, I'm sweet. Master Greenfield, the grocer, too geeky. Lord Hedgerow, the horticulturist, too hairy. Girls, perhaps I am being too particular. I am up to the eyes.
You want us to be happy, don't you?
Of course I do. Like every mother, I would like to have everything I never had. Ding dong. Ah, who could that be at this hour and unannounced? It's the royal steward. Cinderella, can't see my like this. Fetch my boa.
Why would he be here? My best!
My jacket, Cinderella.
Why would he be here?
He's come to call on me, you dolt. This isn't my jacket. She's smitten. Cinderella, the bucket. It's inside out.
I think I broke my toe.
I think I just broke my jacket. I'm trying to get this jacket on. Cinderella, take this face to the kitchen and leave it there until I left and I come to you. Am I understood? Of course so. Good. Girls, this is a lesson on how to read a suitor. Watch and learn. Lionel, what a pleasant surprise. I always knew you were intrigued by our little tete at the ball.
Madam, please, some restraint.
Restraint above all else.
Wait. Presenting His Royal Highness Prince Christopher.
Ladies, I'm in search for the maiden whose foot fits this slipper.
She lost it at the ball.
Really? Why, I was saying to my lovely daughter Joy, just this very morning, where could you have left your shoe, Joy? Where could you have left it? Wasn't I, dear?
Oh, yeah, that's my shoe. I know that shoe anywhere.
You would.
It's all right. It's left.
Throw it at your sister.
Joy, sweetheart, this shoe is made of glass. It doesn't scratch.
Why, that's my shoe, sister. You know that. Here, let me show you. Fits me like a glove. Well, it did at the ball, but I had an accident this morning. I stubbed my toe and it's all swollen. You don't think you have that other shoe with you, do you?
Are there any other women in the house?
Why, there's one more. Move it! That doesn't work. Where is the shoe?
I meant younger women.
How much younger?
Younger than you.
Please, I'm begging you. Joy, she can recite the poem. She's smart. Remember. She's much smarter than she looks. And Grace, she can recite the poem Hesperus in 3 languages.
4 if you count Pig Latin. Ide ebre avui ide esperse. Ibe
Please,
ilsme
Matt, it's been a long day.
Anyway, Oswe ide
Are there
urse
any,
esperse.
for the last time, are there any other younger women in the house?
Oh, will you shut it? Why, there are no other young women in this house.
I'm here.
What?
Well, I'm sorry, stepmother, but I am here.
A scullery maid.
A servant girl.
A chimney sweep.
Well, you do sound like a girl of many talents. Let's try out, shall we?
Wait a minute. Didn't I bump into you in the village about a week ago?
All right. You helped me with my packages.
Yeah, that was right after I knocked him out of your arms.
You said that everyone deserves to be treated with kindness and respect.
You never did tell me your name.
It's Cinderella.
That's a beautiful name. May I, Cinderella?
This can't be happening.
I have found her.
Are you the sweet invention of a lover's
I have found her.
must back up or you will be run over.
Get.
Okay, now! Go get your first costume on!
Oh God.
Not the mice! Mice, you can call your parents and go home. Use my phone if you need to.
She's a sixth grader. What did you touch? The shepherd's head.
Okay, so here's what I'd like to do. If everybody might be number 19. Brian, tell me if this makes sense or not. I'd like to talk 45.
That time I sent you and then Rachel that.
But I know it was teaching.
I was wrong. I know, but you're allowed to process it.
Hey, Mike, says all your stuff together. So when parents come, yeah. So like live, you can or go to mom's.
Try that.